Stay the fuck inside. Is that an order? Is that a demand? No. It's the card game that we have been playing and that we're going to talk about for episode 4 of the Victorious podcast. Everybody, welcome my beautiful, beautiful co-host, Victoria. Say hi, Vicki.
Hi.
And welcome our Stage Gremlin. Stage Gremlin, make that noise you always make.
Hi.
Gross.
What if we like? That's just me breathing.
After the whole incident. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the Victorious podcast. That thing I yelled at you at the beginning is a game, a card game that we downloaded. Who made it? Do you know, Vicki?
No, I think it's, well, I don't know. I think it's just like a bunch of guys, like, they did the card game and they're like giving the money to COVID-19 stuff. Which
is cool. I actually have it up here. Vicki paid for it. We got a PDF that has a shuffled version of all the cards. It's got the instructions on page 1. Instructions, there's a couple different kinds of cards. Spill or drink, which is like truth or drink. Dare or drink, which is dare or drink. Most likely to, where you point someone out in the room with the category. There's categories. If this, then is another thing. Trivia, and last note before you start playing. Cards are oh, that's not even a category. That's just a note from the people that made it. This is cool. We actually played it over a Zoom call the other day with my brothers, the Stage Gremlin and Vicki, and me. It was pretty fun. We thought we'd use it as a jumping off point for episode number 4, just to talk about some stuff. Most of these are, of course, quarantine related, because that's when it came out. That's what it's for. It's called Stay the Fuck Inside. We had a good time with it. There's some fun stories that came out of it. Some unexpected stories that came out of it. But yeah, I think we're just going to go... Do we just want to go with page 1, even though we've seen most of them? I think we're on like page 40.
No.
You can just scroll down so we see you.
Alright, let's go.
40, or something like
40. Alright, we're there.
that.
Alright, feel free, everybody listen to this. If you're listening to this with a friend or something, play along. Or if... why not? Play along, who cares? They know us, kind of. I would also totally recommend buying this. It's pay what you want. The minimum price is $5. These guys did a really good job. Oh my lord!
I'm sorry.
How much tahini do you need to put on popcorn?
I didn't know.
Just Niagara Falls of tahini in the middle of a bowl of popcorn. You only got like 10% of it.
I know. I
couldn't take my eyes off of
I almost finished it.
I'm trying to give these guys big ups, and you're over here trying to murder us with chili and lemon. All right. So yeah, it's called Stay the Fuck Inside. It's pay what you want. The lowest price is $5. They take other donations. They're donating it to COVID research, like Vicki said. So let's get started. So card number 1.
Oh.
What?
And then they put like 75 more cards, but it's like $2.
Oh,
so it's like an expansion pack.
So DLC for card games. Hell yeah.
Which is now
downloadable cards.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's like Cards Against Humanity, but for nice people, I guess.
No.
Good people.
No, I think it's like alcoholic people.
There's some weird questions in there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's weird questions, but what was one of the ones that we already passed? We'll talk about it now. Was take 5 sips of your drink if you watched Tiger King during quarantine, and take another 5 sips if you think Carol Baskins did it. Like, so basically, that's just taking 10 sips.
That was my whole drink.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's like, might as well just say finish your drink. It's a lot.
Well, yeah, and even more if you're drinking something in the rocks.
Yeah, Jesus Lord. So we I think when we were playing, we amended it to be like, all right, how about just 1 sip for if that happened to you or something like that.
Or like seconds. Well, I play with my theater friends, my girls.
And you all.
And we did like seconds because it's faster. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because you gotta stop and rest between 10 fucking sips. Especially if you're drinking a beer, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Get all them bubbles in you. All right.
But you should get it. Or if you want to play it, you can send us a message and we can email it to you guys.
Hell yeah. That'd be cool.
And you can donate somewhere else.
First 5 people to reach out.
Put your emails on the comments, and we will send it to you.
No, you don't gotta put it in the comments. Do a direct message. I wouldn't tell somebody to just put their email out on a YouTube comment.
Add your social security number so we can.
And your credit card.
So we can let the IRS know that that you're a good guy, girl.
You're safe.
It's horrible.
I need money.
But you know what? That sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, first 5 or 10 people or something. I guess shoot us an email. We'll email you that shit. All right. Hopefully those guys don't listen. I'm trying to make money. Let's not do that.
No, that's donate to them.
Donate to them.
Donate. Or
Donate
to the cause.
Show us that you donated, and we will get you those cards. Even though they're going to be giving you the cards anyway. No. Show us that. We'll talk about that. We'll work it out.
The link has the donate button.
Hell yeah! In the description, we will have a donate thing.
Beautiful.
I like when Vicki laughs with her mouth closed like that. She's like Cersei Lannister, just. I want my brother dead.
No, that's Luna.
Oh God.
You do the same face.
No, I don't.
As Cersei Lannister? When you laugh like her, your cheekbones shoot up like the actresses.
It's like that meme from like.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So, well, it is true. I want to kill everyone.
You
Not
wanna kill
all of you. I love you. You too.
Everyone else.
All of everyone.
Oh, it's
All
true.
of
She wants her
everyone.
family to survive except for one family member. She wants him dead. Tyrion.
Uh-huh.
And the rest, she's like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Like, for example, I love my sister. But...
She stopped dead right there. That's it.
But like, for example, I love Luna more.
I don't know about that. I think I like Natalia more. Alright, Stage Gremlin. I'll bleep it.
What's that?
Yeah, I like your
that?
cousin who's not here either.
What? I know.
Wait,
Wow.
I already put your name in the description of episode 1. Like, your name's up. Here. You want me to amend it?
No, it's fine.
It's like Stage Gremlin, real name.
Everybody will know.
AKA this monster.
I mean, who else is gonna be with us?
Wait a minute.
What?
Who else is gonna be with us?
Yeah,
I mean, who's gonna be here?
yeah. Nobody else. Nobody
Jamie
else.
Lannister. Alright,
Nobody.
well, let's look at these cards. So the first card we're at is a most likely to card. Most likely to have a quarantine baby and name it after their favorite Netflix character. Most voted has to take 4 sips on this one. Alright, so between us, who's the most likely to have a baby?
Whoa, that's dumb.
Dude, Stage Gremlin covered her face all suspicious. Like,
No.
So Vicky's most likely to, so...
Maybe the one with the 8-year-old kid? I don't know.
And guess what? When I play with my friends, they all say me too.
Oh my god. Most likely to add on to their problems, Vicki.
No, I already went 8 years without that thing. I will not go back.
Without that thing?
Without incidents.
Maybe without. She's in the other room. Alright, so, but the second part of this is most likely to name it after a favorite Netflix character.
I
Stage Gremlin. What character would Vicki name her next kid after?
Favorite Netflix
Carol
character?
Baskin.
It has to be like Netflix?
It says Netflix. Let's make it easier and say after their favorite show or movie character.
Either way, I don't know. Which one would you?
Aragorn.
That was a movie.
And? I amended it to say, not just to limit us to Netflix. So show or movie, Netflix or Hulu or whatever.
Well,
I thought you were gonna say The Witcher or something.
that's what I said when we were playing too. I said Gerald. Well, it's a Jeep.
Well, his name is Geralt, and he's from an area called Rivia. But one of the fan names for him is Jerry from the River. Which sounds like if he was white trash, so.
I mean, it's easier to pronounce.
Jerry. Nothing's easy to pronounce for you, baby.
But for me, yes.
Okay, so what would you name your kid then?
Well, is it a boy or a girl?
Don't push gender constructs on children, so I don't know.
Oh.
A boy. Let's say you already have a
boy?
girl. You have a girl and you named her after a mythical thing, so.
It's not mythical. You see it like every night.
You believe the moon is real?
You see it like
Bro,
every night.
NASA hacked the sky and made us think that the moon is real.
That's so.
I guarantee you someone believes that. someone is definitely out there
that doesn't believe in the moon.
Yeah, that is trying to believe that it's not real, or trying to like explain that it's not
Well,
real.
it's like all those people that they don't believe that COVID is true.
And then they're dying of COVID. It's like all these
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
No, it's dude. There's got to be a guy out there who's like the moon is a conspiracy made up by the government to sell more Lotteria cards.
I know, they're so stupid.
So that Mexican girls have something to name their babies after.
No, and like they tell them, "Why are you wearing the mask, sir?" Well,
Yeah, all these people here look sketchy.
I don't want to. I want to help the other people. I want to be. How do you say it? Like, I forgot that word.
Considerate?
Yes, I want to be considerate about the other people around me. I'm like, what?
They just want to go outside. That's like
Not real.
That's as flat as it is. They just want to go outside. They're bored. None of them have a freaking PlayStation.
Well, they're gonna open now in Texas. 25%
This Friday.
supposedly.
This Friday?
Yeah,
oh
this
my
Friday.
God.
50 stores to see them.
Oh my God, the mall.
Yeah.
Dude, that video, Natalia, that you sent to the chat earlier of like all the people going to the mall.
No, that was me.
That was you? Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
And just that what are they? The Ugandan pallbearers song is just playing in the background. Fuck, dude. Yeah, they need to not open it. But like, we're getting on a sad topic now. Let's talk about the next card. I would totally name my kid Aragorn or Geralt or I don't know, Jack Sparrow or something.
Let's see.
You got them up? I got them right here. Next one is dare or drink.
No,
Share
no,
your screen right now. If you refuse, take 5 sips. That's kind of boring for us because it's just Audacity recording in the background.
Natalia and me, we were laughing about you and Matthew.
Why? Because we kept looking for anime girls to put in the background?
Because you have Yahoo accounts.
Okay.
And people don't use Yahoo anymore.
Clearly they
And
do.
there's this card that says, if you still have Yahoo or Hotmail account, take 4 sips.
I don't know. Why is that a thing people don't use? What's wrong with Yahoo? I mean, their news source is like absolutely bonkers. Every Yahoo news source I see when I go log into my email is always something like, did you know the Queen of Switzerland has 3 nipples? It's like, what? I don't care about that. How did you find out about that, Yahoo? Why is that important right now? Tell me COVID facts. Are you immune to COVID if you have 3 nipples? I'll get a 3rd nipple.
I'll get you one.
Leo, well, there's this, what's the show that I love? Tattoo Nightmare or something like that? That is like horrible tattoos and they get them like cover up.
Yeah. I don't know. You love a lot of trash.
I love trash,
Netflix.
baby.
What's the best?
Dude, what's that show you want me to watch? Too Hot to Handle?
Um,
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch a bunch of really hot people trying not to jerk off. Like, that's weird.
You know, that's not.
You're just like jealous that you're not that hot.
Yeah.
Well,
possibly.
sure, but like, if
I think
I
that's
was that hot,
right.
I still don't think I'd watch the show.
But it's like really good. Like,
They're very stupid.
and there's it's like good entertainment. That's what I was trying to tell my friends. That is good entertainment. Like, it's good for your soul in a comical way.
What the fuck? It's good for your immortal soul. If you can't go to church, watch Too Hot to Handle. Same thing.
It makes you feel better about yourself, I think.
I don't know. I mean, it would make me feel
No,
worse about
trust me.
myself.
No, like,
they're stupid.
true.
They're super stupid.
Like,
stupid.
Okay, you know what?
why?
Here's a good question
Wrong.
for both of you. I think Stage Gremlin more than Vicki. How true do you think it is that the more attractive a person is, the dumber they are?
No, I don't think it's it has to do.
What?
But in my experience,
There you go.
watching trash TV,
Hot people are fucking stupid.
they know how to choose their hot people that are stupid.
Ah, okay.
Or 90 Days Fiancé. I love that show.
So that hot doctor with 3 degrees that shows up and is super smart about everything, they're like, no, we can't use him.
No, and they
He'd
use
make all the
him.
right choices.
They use him in
What?
No, Love is Blind.
in Love is Blind.
I love that show.
My favorite dude was like super hot and smart
And perfect.
and nice. And it was too simple, you know. We need drama.
But it was like lovely drama because the worst thing was like that in that couple was that the black girl was like with the black dad and he was like,
yeah.
Have you ever been in a room full of black people?
That was like the hardest thing that
That's
ever
a
happened.
weird. No, that's a weird question. I mean, it makes perfect sense, but it's such a weird thing to like. If I,
What if my parents had asked you something like
Yeah,
that?
what if, yeah,
I
exactly. What if
would've
my
been
parents
like-
have asked you that?
I would have been like, how Mexican do you think your family is? Like, if I, like, are you telling me not to bring my wallet to the party?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause that's what it sounds like. It makes it sound like.
Are you calling
implying that
Mexicans
No.
thief?
It sounds like
What's
your
wrong
mom
with
was.
you?
If your mom had asked me that question, that's what I'd be like. I'd be like, that's racist.
Are you calling
Mexican
my mom
lady.
a thief?
Hey man, all I'm saying is I had a friend for many years who one of his statements that I still hold true today is nobody hates Mexicans more than Mexicans.
True. There's even a word for it.
What is it?
Malinchista.
I thought you were going to say Mexican.
No, no.
Malinchista. What is that?
Malinchista.
Malinchista. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your homework. Research it.
Do
It's
my
a
homework.
good story. It's a good story.
I graduated. I'm not doing any more fucking homework. Fuck that.
No, this is
Fun homework.
This is culture.
Yeah.
yes. This is
So let me-
Mexican culture homework, Nicholas.
So here's another question. I was actually hanging out with at my house with my roomies, and we went on a beer run. And while we were out, we saw these two kids. I swear to God, they looked like 19, 20. And they had that really high, like, fade haircut. They were both Mexican. Had a really high fade haircut, but it was like, the fade wasn't good enough. Like, the sides and back were shaved, but there was almost no fade to the top. So it was almost like a bowl cut-ish. It looked really weird. But it's all, like, all the hair was short, but it was like sticking. You'd recognize the haircut if I pointed it out.
Like Jersey Shore style?
Kind of, but not a lot of gel. Like, it almost just naturally.
Okay.
So, well, and when we get back in the car, my friend is like, "Oh, dude, these taco watches," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, taco watches. That's what those kids are. Like, they wear like baggy jeans and like the wife beater shirts, and they always wear like the checkered belts. And they're teenagers, but they're walking around and they hang out outside gas stations because they're waiting for somebody to come by, and they're like, hey, here's $20. Can you give me a 12-pack or whatever?"
Takowashi?
Yeah, I've never heard that term.
Me neither.
I think that's an El Paso thing or something. But it
Probably.
might have just been that guy. Because when it was Rob.
I'm like, I have never heard that.
It was Rob's brother, and we get back, and he's like, "Oh, Rob, we saw some taco watches," and Rob's like, "What?" Like, he didn't know either. So
Or maybe it's a word and he's saying wrong.
Could be.
Like beef steak, but it's beef stick.
Well, it was like that thing when we went to the Juarez Music Festival, and we got it was basically just a quesadilla with beef in it, but it was like really dry and crispy. And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, it's
No, guaraches.
yeah, no, Oaxaqueña or something like that."
Yes.
And I was like, "I've never heard that." I was like, "Isn't it just a quesadilla?" And he's like, "No, it's Oaxaqueña." But I don't know. There's too many slight variations on like the same idea in the Spanish language. What'd you call me?
No.
Yeah.
I was just in my brain, like, not listening to you and just trying to,
Yes.
to find the right word.
I delete your voice from my mind.
Oh, well, speaking of that, did you guys see? It's an old story, but did you guys see that old guy who, like, his brain literally does not pick up his wife's voice anymore unless she's right in front of him,
Wow.
and he sees her talking, and she thought he was faking it for years. That he was just like watching TV, and she'd be like, "Harold, I need you to take the dog out," and he'd be like, "You just watch TV." So they go to the doctor and they hook up stuff on his head to check his brainwaves. And while his wife is like behind him, she's like behind him, and she's like, "Okay, Harold, your birthday is there." Blah, blah, blah. She's just saying stuff, and his brainwaves aren't changing at all. Like, he doesn't realize she's speaking. But then she gets in his field of vision and starts talking, and he's just like, "How long were you behind me?" Like, he totally realizes it. He'd been listening to her for so many years, his brain naturally filters her out, and he can't help it.
Well, we have a
goal now. That's what we have.
Family member.
we have a family member
Uh-huh.
that she went like to ear study.
Yes.
Or what was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like an ear study.
Yeah, something like that.
Because like her boyfriend, like he was getting mad at her because
She couldn't understand.
she couldn't understand him. So it was like a bunch of blah
She,
blah blah blah.
she
blah.
only heard like mumbles. Like,
And he spoke clearly.
Well, supposedly.
Well,
Yeah.
Up to the study, she thought he was just mumbling.
That he would just talk to her like, oh,
Yeah. She would get like frustrated. She's like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, speak clearly, speak
So
clearly.
annoying. Yeah.
And the guy had to like repeat himself, I guess.
And there were like fights, obviously.
Yeah, so she went to the study.
And it's just her ear couldn't pick up the waves,
Was it just him?
the sound waves from his
It was
voice.
that tone.
Yeah, but was he the only one she couldn't understand? Like,
I
did she
guess
understand everyone else?
that's the main one she noticed.
Because, well,
like if I hear a cashier with the same tone, I
like,
wouldn't
you
be like,
don't know what
questioning
he's
it.
saying.
She mumbles
Yeah.
like my boyfriend.
Uh-huh,
Or something like
uh-huh.
that. Okay.
Or you're
that's
like,
weird.
I don't understand that person.
I mean, I can only hope.
That person doesn't know how to talk.
I can only hope that by the time I'm 50, I develop some sort of superpower like that.
Well, Victoria's super deaf, but she's like twins.
It's gonna be the other way around.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that-
you don't understand me sometimes, and I'm like next to you.
Let's be honest, it's not just me.
I don't know, Nick. You're supposed to love me forever and ever, and just
I
pretend
love
that
you,
you
but
understand.
no. Like I saw this meme where it's what's it, that girl from who's the mother from Family Guy, Lois, and she looks like crazy and all like psycho, and it's like when your boyfriend asks what's wrong, but he didn't read your mind like he's supposed to,
Exactly.
and she looks like that's Vicky, because there were so many times.
True, Nicholas. You have to read my mind.
Well,
I thought you were like Spider-Man or something.
What the fuck gave you that idea?
Spider-Man.
I'm not even
Yeah,
Spidey sense. What the
Oh.
fuck?
Spidey sense.
I thought she was like Spider-Man.
No, like he has to know that something's wrong, you know? But no, I had been deceived.
He only knows when he's in danger, and I know when I'm in danger with you.
Because we're talking about guys, right?
Yeah. Whatever this. Why don't we go to the next card? It's led down a dark path. All right, next one. Take a sip for every episode you watched today. Does that count for like Luna's shows?
Oh, honey, I binge watched on Grey's Anatomy today. So
Really?
give me like a 12.
Take a sip. Oh, I can finish a 12-pack.
Imagine.
So we watched Office last night. I'm getting through that. I think I told you guys this already, but I have a friend that I live with, one of my roommates, who loves cringe. He loves the kind of like humor that makes most people like, ugh. He hates, or like, he loves it. I hate it. And when you guys told me like season 1 of The Office is hard to watch, it's very hard to get through. It's very cringy. And he loves The Office, so I told him, I was like, hey man, I watched season 1 of The Office. He's like, fuck, dude, you should have skipped that. That shit is garbage. Like even him, he was like, no.
I saw. Oh my god!
this isn't
Today I saw a meme that it was like, just the real The Office fans watched every season, and I was like, yes, I love it.
You get into that shit. I don't know.
Well, it's because it's like
I like The Office. I
crazy,
love it.
like real in a way. Because you have seen people that do that.
Oh god. I mean,
And
I've
even
never
more.
I've never worked with someone like Michael who like forcefully tries to take command of the room, but I have seen those people.
I have unfortunately been under that position. So that's why I love it, because it's like so real.
You're like, I know that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Yeah. I have someone
It's
too
just like
that I
an
know.
amazing feeling to know that there's people out there who are worse than you, and they get paid
Worse
more.
than you.
And they get paid more. He gets paid way more.
Trump gets paid a fuck ton, dude. You guys.
Let's not get into that.
Oh, okay.
Let's all cry.
Let's see. Oh fuck, I lose this one. If you're wearing the same shirt as you were yesterday, take it off or take 5 sips.
Ew, no.
I mean, no, I'm gonna keep my shirt on, but like.
But we have to draw like a funny face on your chest.
Why the fuck did what? With what? The tahine? You already used most of
No,
it.
the Sharpie.
I mean,
No,
technically
what?
we're all wearing the same shirt because we're in pajamas.
No, I got a new one.
Oh, she got fresh pajamas. Oh,
Sorry, I repeat that.
didn't realize I was dining with the queen tonight. Fuck.
I mean, I am the queen. I don't know about you, king.
Queen of
Are
laundry.
you a
isn't-
king?
I'm a fucking.
Where's your crown, king?
I left it at home. It was. Oh, this one's sad. Take a sip for every canceled event you wanted to go to.
Oh no.
I take 1 sip. Both of you need to like chug a growler.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. You guys plan events.
Disney,
like,
Disney. I think
I mean,
it's the saddest
starting
thing
with
in
Disney, that was like,
It was like the cherry on top of that life.
Last time we did an episode together, that was the first thing we talked about was Disney.
And I was gonna be there on Galaxy's Edge. I was gonna build my lightsaber.
Same.
Like you
Fuck.
can get back from that.
I mean,
you can go back
We're-
What
when
if
they
I spend
open.
all my money?
Well, don't.
That's what I was thinking.
Take your advice that you gave to me. Don't spend your fucking money.
They give you some like bank account, like you would want to spend it.
I've seen my bank account. It's like $200. I still want to spend it. I shouldn't, but.
Minus $2,
Mine is like $7.
$10.
I mean, I spend my
They
money
love it. But you can only buy one thing because of tax.
That's true. That's
One
You have to bring
108.
change. Okay, $2 in card, 18 cents in change.
No, 16.
Whatever.
It's 108, Nicholas.
I'm sorry, I don't shop at the dollar store that much.
I love the dollar store.
That's a lie.
Store is the best thing ever. You can buy everything.
Dude, phone chargers at the dollar store are like God's gift to us filthy mortals. Dude, everyone is always like, oh, I need to go
But
get
no,
my
it's
super
because
fast
no,
chargers. Like, fuck that.
they don't sell Apple chargers in the dollar store. That's
Not
the same
anymore.
thing.
Not anymore. They did for a while. I don't know what weird backwater third-party company they got them from, but they did for a while.
The Chinese.
Oh, of course. And that's how Corona got here. All right, let's see. What's the next one?
This is like the worst.
Why? It's great. Most likely to change their background during a group video call. Most voted takes 4 sips. We're not actually doing sips, but who is the most likely to change their background?
I mean,
during a
not
video
you.
call? Not me.
No, not that.
Tech-wise, I was the first one to discover it.
Tech-wise, what? The people who invented Zoom didn't even know it was there.
Well,
I
you didn't even want to
discovered it.
get on Zoom.
No, I did because we were already on Hangout. You guys were only mad because of the you guys didn't want Hangouts because the I don't know the little frames with our faces in them were like organized weird.
No, but it was like perfect. You can see everyone.
I can
Everybody
see
uses it. Like if you see all the videos from quarantine time,
They're all
they're also on Zoom. See? That's perfect.
I could totally see everyone from my screen. You guys were it was just organized there. But whatever. It came out, we got it, we had a good time, it worked fine. I put big anime titties on my screen because
Oh my
That's how I roll.
Lord.
what?
I'm just saying that you're like the anime lord. So.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, Mom. Sorry you had to hear that. I don't even know if you are, Mom, I'm sorry. But at the same time, I mean, it's God's will, so.
No, it's not God's will. God does not want that in his life. No.
Dude, it's like that old George Carlin bit. Like, if God's gonna do whatever he wants to anyway, why bother praying? It's God's will.
No.
Yes. Alright, let's
No. That's not how it works.
Oh, your family's gonna hate this episode.
No.
I love you guys. Alright, spill or drink. Have you ever had any suspicions that you might have corona? Tell the truth or take 7 sips. I did.
Tell us the story, Nicholas.
Well, one of my coworkers at Domino's.
Tell his name.
Uh,
at a retail store.
yeah,
Pizza Hut.
oh my god. No, it's Domino's. She doesn't know which store we're at. No.
It's
No, one of our-
246, right?
I
don't know.
Not even what?
It's
Is it-
okay
Is that the address or the social number of this? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, one of my cooks at Domino's had to get tested. And for a little bit, since I had worked like 2 days with him, I was like, oh shit, maybe I have it. But he came back negative. He did not come back to the store for some reason. No idea why, but who cares?
Everybody knows why.
Because he has corona. But yeah, that was more. Corona. Sorry, that was more than 2 weeks ago. So I'm in the clear, or dead. I don't know.
Supposedly.
Yeah. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't under 2 weeks.
I mean, you don't know. You
Or if it
never
was
know.
under 2. Yeah. But I don't know. So far, I'm healthy. I haven't died yet. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to get hit by a bus when I'm like 30. So let's just...
No, don't say that.
I don't control that, dude. It's God's will. All right.
No, not on wood. Don't say that.
We don't have
You will
do we have
not die.
That is actually real.
You know, you won't die.
It is real.
Yeah.
I hit it once and Vicky's like... I need his... Wait, what if I get like life insurance? Would you be okay with me dying?
Okay.
All right, so...
Yes.
Then it's God's will.
Then
Then it's God's will.
If I get paid, it's God's will.
But we we got to get married first, and then you're good.
Or I can just make it so that can't you just fill that out? Part of life insurance, like who gets the money, the beneficiary.
It can be whoever you
know, it's gonna be Boba. Boba's my beneficiary.
No.
Yes.
She's evil.
No, she's great.
She would try probably push you.
Boba or Vicki?
She's like,
She just looks at you
But
with
that
judgy eyes.
Yeah. It's great because dude, our dog straight up just has resting bitch face. Literally, and she's a girl dog, so resting her face.
We will put a picture later. So you can
One of the many hilarious pictures we have of her.
with
All right.
the same face.
No matter what she's doing, what angle she's looking at you from, where she's looking at you from, it's just the same, like, slightly squinted, half Chihuahua, half Pitbull monster judgy face.
Yeah, now she follows my dad everywhere.
Which is
Now
adorable,
she
and I
has
want that.
imprinted on my dad.
Yeah.
In a
Don't
way.
say imprinted. It makes me think of Twilight.
Well, that's why I
Like she
said
was
it.
born and saw your dad.
Because that's what it means. You get obsessed.
She
you
had
love
like visions
them.
of your father in her dream and was just like, he's the one.
Yeah, I think that's how it
I must
happened.
follow him till I die.
Like my parents are like,
That's how she acts.
she's like, what's wrong with her? She just follow me.
Who loves your dad more, Boba or your mom?
Well, I think Boba is like obsession. No, it's different.
Boba's
Well,
like
Boba.
obsessed.
Yeah,
My mom is in love.
like, it's different. Obsession and love is different.
I love you, Gabby. I love you, Eduardo. I hope you guys are listening to this horrible, horrible monster podcast. And if you are, man, hey, it's God's will. Alright, so. Alright.
No.
So here's the next card. If you've been suppressing your coughs and sneezes in public lately, take 4 sips. I did that once, but not suppressing coughs and sneezes in public.
Coughs it. I like got one
Coughs
word.
it?
I don't care if I'm out, because I'm out, like, I'm wearing a mask, fuck you, I'm not going to sneeze on you. But I had to sneeze one time while I was at work, because during all this, spring has arrived, and
you have massive
I have terrible allergies. So I was sneezing at work, but I take off my mask and I sneeze into my elbow. Just,
Well, that's stupid, no?
what, to take off your mask?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're not supposed to.
It was the first time I sneezed in my. I don't take it off anymore. It was the first time because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my mask dirty, but I couldn't get it off in time because it was this one that I had. Shut up.
Because it's so dumb, Nick.
It is dumb. I realized that now. That's why I didn't do it again. But I also didn't do it again because I had one that one of our coworkers' wives made. So it's like the canvas one with the little filter slot or whatever in it. But it didn't. Slat. I was gonna say slot or whatever. Anyway. But it didn't have the little elastic ear bands. It had strings that you have to tie in the back. So I couldn't get it off quickly, so I was like, well, I don't want to sneeze all over the inside of this mask. So I tried to keep my mouth shut while I was sneezing, and instead I just made that, like, crazy elephant noise that you make when you can't keep your lips together. You're just like, you know? My server just looked at me and was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, shut up. And she's like, you're sick, aren't you? And I'm like, why? Like, this is how it's going to come out? Just a weird fart sneeze noise?
Yes, pay me sick leave. That's what you should say,
I
Nick.
fucking wish, dude. I'd make more. But whatever, yeah. Domino's doesn't pay that much.
No, today when we were at Walmart, I had a mask, but I wanted to cough, but it was like too near my face, the mask. So I was like swallowing the mask because I couldn't breathe.
What the fuck?
You know? Can you imagine? So yeah.
Just the imprint of her lips and nose on the mask.
So I was thinking about that, and then the cough left. Because I was like,
You're trying not to die.
I had my mask on properly, like you guys, and
I'm like, you fucking weirdos.
and I coughed because I cough. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm just a human bug. And like everyone stared at me at Walmart like I was pointing a gun at them or something. Oh my god.
You are.
So from now on, I just like if I feel like coughing, I just like hold it, and then I'm like choking inside until I get out of this.
It's a radioactive cough.
Really?
I know, radioactive gun. That's what you have. Cough.
It's gonna be like if Stage Gremlin sneezes, it's like Chernobyl 2.
Oh my lord.
Just everything starts melting around her.
The
Miners,
face.
yeah, miners are like naked trying to survive and shit.
Naked.
Like the show Chernobyl, when the miners show up and they're just naked and they're just like, we're working naked. Or not.
I
We
know
are
that show. That's
working
not really
naked because it's hot as fuck.
True, I forgot. I can work naked right here.
I
Need
mean,
more air.
they can't see you. We're not filming anything.
No. I mean, in my house.
Oh,
But Natalia is here and Luna is here, so nobody wants to see that.
I think it'd be weird if you have a Zoom chat with work and the camera's just your neck and above, and that's it.
Oh my god, did you see the news article?
No.
This dude was on the news.
Yeah, the reporter.
He was wearing like a suit and a shirt and a tie, but like the way his camera was positioned, you could see like he was just in boxers. You can see like the little piece of his skin on his leg.
Oh my god. That's pretty funny.
I live for that.
Or the one that I show you, that it was like the Zoom meeting, and he stood up. They were like saying goodbye, bye. And the guy like stood up because he thought that it was going to close by itself. I don't know. So he stood up and he's like in boxers, and the other three are like, oh, he's getting boxers, and they're like, they start laughing because he starts grabbing his butt. He's like walking all over the kitchen,
pulling his wedgie out.
Yes, and then they're like, we need to call him. He doesn't listen to us.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing that in some meetings. Not in underwear, but like I've been wearing like
nice shirt,
makeup, everything, but I'm wearing like sports shorts.
Dude, do you see that picture where there was this cosplayer who does like funny cosplay?
Yeah.
And but her day job is like working in an office or something. So she forgot a mandatory meeting, and she was in the middle of doing a fucking Joe Exotic cosplay.
No. Yeah.
So she's in the meeting, and everyone is like, "Hi, thank you for coming." And she's got the mullet, and mustache, and the tan, and the wrinkles, and she's like, "Hi, everybody." I mean, hi, everybody.
I love that.
It's so horrible.
It's so beautiful.
Stop giving me ideas about my next Zoom meeting with all the stuff.
And then when they're like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "What?" And like, "Why are you wearing that?" My camera's on? What? Like, act like you don't know.
That would be so cool. That's a good one.
Yes.
Alright, here's the next one. I think I know this one. Most likely to not wash their hands after peeing.
You.
Only because I did it earlier today because something happened on TV and I had to like run out before I washed my hands.
That's
I was like, dude, the Terminator went. You were there. What are you making that face for?
I didn't know you didn't wash your hands.
I went back and washed my hands, but I had to lean out of the bathroom and be like, did the Terminator die? Like, or whatever we were watching. What were we watching? Can't remember. Like Goosebumps or something.
Men are disgusting.
Listen, buddy. If I am the way that I am, it's God's will.
Well, they did a study know that like around like 70% of people don't wash their hands after.
Yes, I told you that.
Has that? Do you think that number has gone down or up since
Hell
Corona?
no.
I guess a little bit down.
I'm gonna guess like 65% now.
Oh my God. Dude, I showed Vicki when I got here yesterday. Like, it's not so bad right now, but in between my fingers, like the little webbing is dry as hell because I'm scrubbing and washing my hands every like 2 minutes at work.
But not here.
Whatever. All right, categories. This one, maybe we should skip this one, but it's a fun topic. Special rule: everyone has to act this one out. Hot dance moves in the past decade. Loser has to twerk for the group. Twerk is a hot dance move in the past decade. Like, that's. I mean, that should just give them a point. Let's pass that. Dare or drink. Take and send us a screenshot of your internet search history. If you refuse, take 6 sips.
But it's like normal search history or like private.
Yeah, dude. I mean, all my porn is in incognito mode. You wouldn't see anything.
Incognito mode.
Yeah, that thing doesn't keep tabs on you at all.
Supposedly.
The only people that can see you in incognito mode are the FBI agents watching your cell
Mark
phone.
Zuckerberg.
And who cares what they see? If they want to see me going to town on Riley Reid, like that's in my own mind, like that's their fault. That's their problem.
Your FBI agents are like, oh, here he goes again.
Why does this guy keep Googling cheapest prices for PS4 controllers? The prices haven't gone down in years, Thomas.
Nerd.
Virgin.
I think Vicki searches a bunch of Disney stuff.
Well, it's a bunch of like bags.
Yeah, yours would be a bunch of purses right now. Stage Gremlin would be hottest dating apps or something like that.
That's actually true.
If you need a hot date, she's on Facebook dating site.
Facebook.com/Stage
her.
Gremlin.
She needs some video call company.
Why don't we turn this Zoom call into a boom call? Boom!
Wow.
Imagine that would be cool. Like people
Dude.
call in.
That's just
Bumble.
chatterbait.
They're doing Yeah.
Bongo. Fuck.
Bumble.
Oh, Bumble.
No,
That's,
Bumble, they're like, we have virtual dating, and I'm like, you can FaceTime people. Why pay for that?
Yeah, we get face. Dude, there's just, I think
Oh,
all
really?
phones can just do that automatically, can't they?
Well, no, but I mean, like, maybe they are doing like in a safe way.
Yeah, I'm guessing instead of swiping,
Video.
Video
Like
chat.
Omegle?
oh my god.
Dude, I went on Omega once just to see what it was all about. Literally 80% dicks. Just dicks and just dudes jerking it. And they end the no, seriously, they end the call before you do, because you see it and you're like, and then they're like, because they're waiting for a girl, so their hand is hovering above the end call button.
Really?
So, yes, of course. Why else are they jerking off? They just want to see how many people can see their dick in an hour. They're just waiting for a girl who'd be like, sick rod, bro.
One time.
Like, that's all they want.
One time, like when I was in high school, like when Omegle was like a thing more.
Mm-hmm.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Fuck.
Well, it's almost like 10 years ago.
Oh,
When-
that's speaking of 10 years ago.
No, it's like next year is 10 years ago, so that's sad.
Dude, that's the only good thing about Corona is that now I have a legit excuse not to go to my high school reunion. 10
I
years this
know.
year and I don't have to bother. Fuck yeah.
Now it's funny, it's like 10 years, we're married, divorced, with kids, no kids, being awesome, traveling, just
Wow.
so old. Well, we were in the, as you know, we were in like, I was in a Christian school,
As you know, listeners.
as I know, as everybody knows,
you
as everybody knows.
All of you people.
So-
First episode, you knew this.
So it was like weird that we were doing this, but we went to a library, which is like a super tiny library, like tiny.
Like a
Because
shed with books in it.
no, it's like, remember in the public library downtown, and they had like the little store,
Yeah.
something like that size.
Okay.
But there was like at the end, like on the turn, there was like a table where you could
Sit and read.
see the read. So we grabbed a laptop. It was like 4 of us or 5, I don't remember. So we were like, let's do Omegle here. And so we started doing Omegle. And obviously it was like every time like a day came out or something, we were like, ah! But obviously we were like in the Christian library. So
Did you
Wait,
ever-
did it at school?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I thought you were going to say we looked up and we realized it was the librarian at his desk.
Ah!
Omega.
No.
Next question.
Next question. Okay.
Natalia, please don't stop this.
Let's move on. I'm
Please don't.
tired of hearing about dicks. Alright. Most likely to have just learned how to wash their hands properly because of COVID-19.
I mean, I think everyone. No, most likely. I'm sorry. I
Most
said like
likely-
all humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a hard question. Like, okay. I think a better question is who. Well, no, I guess it's the same one. Who doesn't know how to wash their hands properly?
Well, I mean, I knew.
Kids.
Did I wash my hands for 20 seconds all the time?
No one did. The only time I do that is at work. Because, dude, of course. But, like, yeah, at home, I mean, I give them a quick scrub and I wipe them on my friend's towel because I'm not risking that shit. And
You
then.
used
I'm just kidding.
You used to. Like,
No,
he
now
doesn't
yeah.
wash his ass. He
Oh my
came
God, it
out
was
of the
one
restroom
fucking
without.
Dude, I scrub the living fuck out of my hands all the time. I even at home I have one of those little
Nails.
yeah, the little nail brush, yeah. Dude,
Why?
because okay, do you really get under your nails?
Of course
every
I
time?
do. Like
Sure,
I
man.
watch.
All the
my-
lies are
Okay.
strong this episode.
This is not lies. This is like
whatever. Dude.
I have nails. I have to.
What the fuck is that? This is a weird one. Most likely to be woefully unprepared for quarantine.
You.
Maybe really? I'm the only one with a gun.
That's well. What are you gonna do? Shoot up the virus? What's wrong with you?
No, because I run out of toilet paper. I go next door. I kill that old lady that lives there. I take her toilet paper. She's an old lady. She lives alone. How much does she
She
poop?
doesn't
Once
need
a
to
week?
poop?
Like
Did you put more? I don't know.
I think old people.
all that
put more,
prune
no?
juice, all that prune juice just going right through her system.
That's true.
They do
drink a
that.
lot of
So me, I'm most likely to be woefully unprepared.
I think so, in my
You know what?
opinion.
I did have that really unfortunate timing where we ran out of toilet paper like the day before people started hoarding.
Exactly. Yes.
So me and my friend both went to Walmart in the same day, 2 different Walmarts. trying to get toilet paper, and it was all gone. We were on like half of our last roll, and we were like, what the fuck? So we went to a bar that we frequent. I will not say it because I want to keep them safe. And one of the we mentioned it to the bartender like before bars were closed, and she's like, "I got you, honey." And she went back and she just gave us an industrial-sized roll of toilet paper, like the ones that you see at all restaurants, those huge ones. And we were like, "Fuck yeah!" And we tipped her super well that night because she deserved it. What a goddamn hero.
Super Bowl? Super.
Super well.
Super.
Well.
Tip her super well.
Dude, like $10 each, man. She earned it.
Well, yeah, it was like the price of the toilet.
It was way more than the price of the toilet paper, but we still felt like she earned it. It was fucking great. That was cool. If you're out there and you're listening, you know who you are. You're an angel. Dude, she was.
Thank you for taking care of our
I was finna have 2 weeks of crusty butt, and she saved us.
Ew.
Oh my god, I had a mental picture.
Me too.
That was the point.
Ew.
Crusty butt. That's the lesser known.
Is that an urban
sister
dictionary?
branch. Maybe it's the lesser known sister branch of the Krusty Krab.
I wanna search this.
No, don't. It's like searching for blue waffles. Don't.
No, not crusty butt. There's no way there's a thing like crusty butt.
I don't know. You'll be surprised.
All right, let's see.
Oh no!
Let's see crusty butt.
No.
What is that?
It's just animals that like don't know how to wipe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the Urban Dictionary thing of it. Crusty butt consistently follows mud butt. It is the dry doo-doo buildup in the anal region of the buttocks. This usually occurs 45 minutes to an hour after defecation. And then the example they give is...
An hour after.
That's what I thought
Well,
too.
it takes 45 minutes to an hour to dry out, so it becomes the crusty.
I just barked on my butt.
Dry your butt?
Let's see what mud butt is. I'm pretty sure I can guess.
No, but mud butt
Sounds
a little
better.
better. Yeah.
That one was okay. Crusty butt was so
like
polite.
The word crusty is just very graphic.
It's strong, dude. Crusty butt was such a polite entry.
Yeah.
Listen to this, mud butt. When you take a shit and there's it just starts off strong. When you take a shit and there's literally more poop on the toilet paper than there is in the toilet, and the poop is extremely sticky and thick. Parentheses almost tar-like. Close parentheses.
That's so polite.
And impossible to clean off your asshole without scrubbing intensely in the shower. Usually happens when you eat too much junk food.
Well, I think that happens to everyone, no?
Good.
That is like
Lord.
you waste so much paper that you're like, what?
It's like that episode in Parks and Recreation when Andy's like, "Doctor, sometimes I go to the bathroom and I just keep wiping and wiping, and there's more poop, and it's like wiping a Sharpie." Like, I love that shit.
Wiping a Sharpie?
It's hilarious.
That's
You ever
perfect.
got that mud butt?
Wow.
Well, I think like everybody has, even more if you're got diarrhea. It's like the never-ending story of toilet paper.
Never-ending movie. Let's see. Oh God, this one's. I'm curious.
Yes, I want to know.
Take a sip for every time you've been put in the friend zone.
Unique, tell us your secrets.
I think it's only been like 3 times. Honestly,
You
like
think?
3. No, I mean that I can think of off the top of my head. It might have happened before, but like.
But
okay,
like,
hold on. What is actual friend zone? Like, is friend zone meaning
it's like telling you.
You're seeking a relationship with that person,
and
or
they
you
just
like
tell you like I only see you as a friend.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because in my definition is that, but that you continue to hang out with that person
No.
despite it not
necessarily.
happening.
No.
Well, then that's just a overly polite rejection, is what friend zone is.
No,
No.
but
I think you're in the friend zone if you keep hanging out with that person after they've turned you down.
it's
What's
just like
that
a
being
definition
their
of
friend?
friends.
Urban Dictionary, friend zoning.
Urban Dictionary with the win, guys. Just saving us this
Well,
episode.
that's what I do when I talk to you. I have to research a lot of words.
I didn't know that. What the fuck? I'm just confusing my girlfriend with a horrible slang.
This is the top
Yes.
definition.
Okay.
It says, a particularly aggravating metaphorical place that people end up when someone they're interested in only wants to be friends. It is impossible to get over someone while in the friend zone because as friends, you still see them too often for them to be erased from your memory,
Okay.
and yet you cannot be with them the way you want.
I think it's just that you keep seeing them around.
Yeah.
Well, then
you can't. You're not with them in the way you want to. Like, you still want that relationship.
Yeah.
And that person clearly does not see you as anything more than a friend.
But you still are like in the same.
Maybe you're not best friends or best buddies anymore, but you still see this person around.
I think that would only happen to me once then. Because the other two, I didn't see them often enough for that to, like, really apply. I would see them every now and then.
This is to see you see them around.
Yeah, but then that's just being rejected. Because if you see
still
the person
them
again.
too often for them to be erased from your memory.
So you keep thinking about it.
Yeah, that seems really specific, but sure. Okay, then 3 for me,
That's
I guess.
friend zoning, Nick.
But then again, I still, like, once they told me no, or that they always seen it as a friend, I stopped pursuing it. It wasn't like, I'm gonna keep going, maybe one day. Like, to me, that's what it thinks.
The definition of friendzone doesn't say that you continue pursuing.
I guess. I don't know. I thought of it differently.
You can't stop liking someone from one day to the next just because they told you no.
It took me like a week.
You're
for
just
both.
like destroying every rom-com.
Yeah, rom-coms are garbage. What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
They're garbage.
they're real life.
How much did you love Maid of Honor?
Which one is that one?
Yeah, you can't even tell. They're all the same. They're garbage.
Oh, it's the one that with the guy.
Yeah. Oh, with the guy, yes.
Well, it's because
definitive rom-com with the guy.
Well, you know how I talk, so yes, that's the guy. The movie.
For fuck's sakes.
Yeah, it's with Derek from Grey's Anatomy.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, good for him. I guess whoever that is. All right, sure. Okay, so I've been friend zoned 3 times. How about you, Vicki?
Me?
Yeah.
Being friend zoned
Yeah.
or.
See, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's, a girl is like,
well,
which one are you
no,
talking?
No, but
guys
have
don't
you
friend
zone someone?
Yes.
It happens to girls too.
Yes.
That it happens
Oh,
to
boy.
us, that's different.
But yes.
My answer is no.
You've never friend zoned somebody.
No, plenty. But
Natalia, everybody. All the men out
I
there.
friend zoned my
friend-zoned.
family. They think they're my family. They're just friends.
I
Fuck 'em.
just have this thing that I'm a nice person. Like I am a nice person.
She's like the
That's
nice
not
guy.
what I don't think that.
No, I'm not
Just
creepy.
kidding.
No.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
nice guy is creepy. Nice girl is like the friend zoner. Nice girls friend zone nice guys.
I tend to be friends with people who don't have a lot of friends. And when they're guys,
Everybody's.
No, shut up. I'm not saying like names or that. Just like overall throughout my life. That has
Every
happened to me.
male she's spoken to in the
No,
last
not
8
every-
months.
Everyone.
You guys suck.
I'm sorry.
So you know the gremlin.
I'm just saying. I'm too polite, so sometimes people take that niceness and they think something else. is going on.
Niceness equals I like you.
Yes.
Some people say, yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, it happens.
In my defense, that did not happen.
But
With that, we talked. I mean, you know what? I think that's the only way it can happen. Never
So,
mind. Erase
who
that. I got
friend-zoned
fucked
you?
up.
tell us.
Okay.
Tell us those
You
hoes'
can
names.
You can change the names.
Well, then it doesn't matter because I'd have to tell the story, and if they heard, they'd be like, "Yeah, that was me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell.
Hoes.
Okay.
Some fucking bitch.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I can see you took the rejection pretty well.
No. One rejection I took badly, and it was. I wasn't even mad at her. I was just so bummed out that I was still single because that one I thought was going somewhere. It didn't, and it was like a weird. Like she wasn't doing it to be like, oh, I don't like you that way. It was just her life was going a different direction. My life was going a different direction. She wanted to leave, and I just took it pretty hard. So there's that one. That's the worst one. The other 2 were like, and this is before I learned the rule: don't hit on the bartenders.
Nope.
Yes, definitely.
That's why I'm counting those 2 because like that was where I was like, it's kind of friend zone because I hit on them and I asked them, hey, let's go on a date or whatever, and then they were like, well, no, it's not. I only see you as a customer or friend. So
Well,
it was
I
like
think
that.
everyone is guilty of that to some level.
Yeah. So that's why I kind of didn't want to count them, but hey, I did it. You're right. I did it. I fucked up.
I'll
Yeah.
count it too.
Yeah. So and I would even say, and this, anyone who needs to hear this, I think this is a good, solid rule for anybody. A, don't hit on the bartender specifically, because that's where it happens a lot. B, don't hit on somebody while they're working, and C, don't hit on somebody while you're working. Because there's that weird social barrier, and it doesn't matter how charming you are or they are, that like
You're still at work.
you're at work and there's a goal trying to be met. Especially if that person is in the service industry, like Yeah, that girl's being super nice to you because she's trying to make tips, dude. That's how she feeds both of her children whose parents she doesn't know. Like, that's why. I don't care how many crunches she did so that she doesn't look like she has kids. She's not interested in you, bro.
No, my lord.
Are you serious?
No, I mean, I know it's true. And even more here in El Paso.
Oh, yeah.
We all know that's true.
Hey, I really like this girl. How many kids? That's always the second
like
question.
how many baby daddies?
What's more embarrassing? How many kids or how many baby daddies? Is it how many baby daddies?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay. Do you think it's worse to have a kid with a guy that you dated for 5 years, who was with you for 4 years of that kid's life, and then you split up, and then you have another kid whose the dad was only there for 1 year, and then you split up, and now you have those 2 kids? Or is it worse to have been with a guy for 10 years, have 2 of his kids, and then you split up?
No, I prefer the 2 kids, 10 years.
One dad?
One dad.
So almost no matter what, one dad is better than 2 dads?
Well, yeah, because
less drama.
Yeah, less drama. Imagine I have a lot of drama with only one.
What?
Imagine.
No, you don't say.
No, my life is too easy.
But imagine with 2, I will choose myself. No.
Well, it's a good thing I got a vasectomy.
Oh, yeah, right.
You don't know that.
I know it.
I'm not the podcasting here. I ran away for a second. This was getting weird.
I was gonna say, so Natalia, have you been on the friend zone ever in your life?
I don't think so.
No one's ever friend zoned you.
Not that I noticed. But also, given I'm pretty shy, so I don't actively declare my love for people. So I don't think I have given a chance for anyone to friend zone me. If that makes sense.
That's kind of like saying that you can't lose the game because you didn't play.
Well, it's like
Well, yeah.
Well, it's like
I agree with that statement.
They can't hurt me if they don't meet me.
I
can't hurt. They can't break my heart if I never open it up.
And this is why the Stage Gremlin is single.
And on the hottest dating apps in El Paso, like Grindr, and wait, no, that's the gay
Grindr, that's for
That's
gays.
the gay one. Hey man, I don't judge.
I mean, I don't know, Natalia.
I still don't know if it's real, but I saw this article that was like, creator of Grindr is against gay marriage, and I don't know if it's real or not. That's fucking
maybe
funny.
that was from The Onion.
No, it wasn't. That's why I looked at it and I was like, that's not The Onion. That's
Oh my
or The
God.
Bumble is the other one, and I was like, fuck, maybe, but I don't know. I didn't do that much research. I wanted it to live like that.
Forever.
I wanted that
I love
story.
it.
I would rather just keep that in my
That's
I
pretty
think,
great.
like, for example, me, I think I have put people in friend zone. But I have been on friend zone too.
By me.
Really?
By me.
Well, no, not by you. I tried to friend zone you in the beginning.
You guys friend zone each other in the beginning.
That's fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious.
A mutual friend zoning that was like, wait, hold on, no, this can't go this way. And then we started dating out of spite.
What? It's like, yeah, friend zone each other. Well, that's true. We started with, I friend zoned you a little bit.
And then he friend
I
zoned
doubled
you.
down,
Yeah.
friend zone that shit.
Yeah, when I was like, maybe I don't like him. And he's like, no, I'm going to friend zone you. And I was like, what the? But I was like, whatever. He doesn't need this queen.
But he meant- oh my god. He doesn't need this corn queen.
But I think the only one has been Jesus.
Jesus.
That's true.
Omit real names.
Michael.
Michael.
I was kidding.
Michael Jesus.
He did,
That motherfucker.
So, we all of our
No, and
friends at the time noticed she got friend zoned because the day after he started dating our neighbor.
And it was like,
Holy shit.
and we were like kissing each other, and we were just like, young and whatever, and we were like, you know, when you're on that stage, those months when you're like, oh,
As they say
possibly,
today, never bite.
yeah, we were like, maybe this is
Vibing.
going somewhere, like, we hang out together, we kiss, you come to my house, we hang out more, like, and we sit together when we are in a group of people. And then, like, one time, I go to my neighbor's house to watch a movie, and he's there. And he comes. So we were the three of us sitting there. Yes.
Okay. Wait,
so,
you, him, and Natalia.
No, and my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
So and someone else.
But
I
that's
don't.
not important to the story.
Yeah, I'm going too much.
I'm gonna have to bleep. I just realized I'm gonna bleep your name out every like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Stage Gremlin.
And
him,
then
you, and beep.
and then we were watching a movie. We were holding hands, whatever.
Puppy
Blah
love.
blah blah blah. Yeah, puppy love. So
Oh,
next, I'm going, and then the next day, like he comes, but we were like hanging out together, and he's like next to my neighbor, and I'm like, hold on, what the hell?
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut?
And he's like grabbing her hand, and I'm like,
How old were you?
Oh no! I was
How-
like 14, 15.
Oh my god, that barely counts.
I know, but it was so sad.
It was sad.
And for the years, even now,
So
I
it
tell
was
him,
you being friend zoned.
yeah, that was my
I thought it
friend
was
zone
you friend
story.
zoning him.
No,
Okay.
no,
No, and
Okay.
like from all these years that we have been friends and all, I still tell him, you were the liar of all this. You know it. And he
Oh my
laughs
God.
because he's like, I know.
Dude.
You destroy this amazing partnership that we could have.
Dude, if we get married, invite him to the wedding and tell him.
Well, you went to
We
his
went to
wedding?
his wedding.
What?
Oh, his wedding!
And we went to his baby shower.
Yes!
Oh! The baby shower. Oh, yeah, I was about to say baby shower like it was part of the. I was like, yeah, the baby shower where his wife was already pregnant. And I'm like, that's how baby showers work. Dude, can we have a baby shower when you're not pregnant and just see how many people show up?
That's horrible.
Are you serious?
Yes, are you just like
Are you calling me fat or what?
No, what the fuck? We gotta have a baby shower, and then when people get us like stuff for a baby, we adopt a puppy. And just be like, it's a fur baby.
What? That's
Fucking-
horrible.
Like fucking white couples. I'm a mother to a fur baby. It's like, shut
Well,
up.
white.
You own a chihuahua.
Well, you're white. Baby.
I am?
You're white. I'm white also.
Dude,
If-
I have Mexican friends who are way whiter than you that tell me that you're whitewashed, and I'm like, what the
Me?
fuck are you talking about? Yeah. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, she said that about you, and they're like, well, yeah. But so is she.
Well, I did a test
I
of
was like, I don't know.
BuzzFeed that
I
it
don't
was
know.
like, how white are you? And I got like 90%.
Well, I mean, you go to Starbucks more than I do. Let's just leave it at that.
She's like a basic one.
I'm a basic white girl, but I'm Mexican.
No
so I'm
one,
a basic
no
Mexican
one
white girl.
is more of a basic white girl than Luna.
Yes.
I'm convinced that by the time she's 16, Luna is, when she's 16, she is going to be the same as a 45-year-old white woman who orders at Taco Bell in Spanish. But like, hola, como estas? Yo quiero dos chorizo tacos. Like, that's going to be Luna when she's, fuck, like 19. I
No,
guarantee.
like today she was like, I want a grown up. I want to be a grown up now.
No, you don't, kid.
And then
Fuck.
she was like, I don't like unicorns anymore. And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, it's
Half the
because
shit she owns it. Go away all her unicorn shit right. I'll do it
I
right now.
know.
Fuck. Oh, I'm leaving. I'll be right
I
back.
think
Oh.
it's all
no. And I was like, wait, what do you like? Do you like dinosaurs? She was like, no, I like dragons. They're way cooler. And I was like, okay, yeah, they're cool. I mean, they come like from dinosaurs, so they're cool. And she was like, I don't like pink anymore. It's for little girls. I was like, what the fuck?
Finally.
No, and then right now when I was putting her to sleep, I always put like a night, like a story time on
Did
my.
you put a scary story?
No,
Because I went in there and there was some like,
no, that was Winnie Pooh.
the fuck?
No,
Winnie the
but
Pooh sounded creepy.
No.
But it was just like, you walked into the woods and found the guts lining the trees. Like, what the fuck?
no, but like
That's
the
spooky.
story is random and it's Disney. But guess which story was it?
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No,
Uh, unicorn.
Peter Pan.
Which
So I
is-
was like, guess what? You're never going to grow up because I haven't grown up in my mind. And she was like, oh, perfect, mommy. And I was like, yay.
Dude, that kid's personality trajectory is just, I don't know where she's going, because she's either going to be a butch lesbian or a prissy gay boy.
What?
I don't know which one.
None of
Definitely
no.
not a lesbian.
No, dude, she's got to be. It's the
She
only.
keeps talking about boys. All the time. Have you seen her diary?
She has a fucking diary. How
It's
the fuck-
hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I don't want to
will
read
show
it.
It's
No, you're a monster.
I think it's like Shrek. You remember Shrek 2 or 3? Which one is it? The one that they go meet the parents.
Shrek. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I've seen the first one. I haven't
No.
seen
No.
it. I saw the first, I think I saw the second one, but I don't remember.
Nicholas, I cannot marry you if you haven't watched Shrek 2.
Really? You had less of a reaction when I told you I hadn't seen Up. Calm down.
I think just like we cannot get married unless you watch like
Our fucking
all Disney movies.
our honeymoon is not going to be romantic at all. It's just going to be a shit ton of movie marathons back and forth.
Brainwash.
It's like Clockwork Orange. You just strap me to a chair, bolt my eyes open, and just have me watch every Shrek and animated movie you've ever seen.
No, Disney movie. Let's start with basics, Nick.
Oh yeah, anyone
When you
who's
get
listening.
married, you have like an entire life to watch movies.
True. So anyone who's listening to this, I need you all to decide if Vicki is crazy or me. I have never seen any Toy Story past the first one, and Vicki thinks that she should kill me in my sleep for that. Let us know in the comments below. Shut up, Stage Gremlin.
We all know what it's going to be. You're going to be murdered by a pillow on your sleep.
all of the comments for that question of people that listen are going to be like, what the hell, you're wrong. And there's going to be one dude that's like, no, the second one's not that great. And then that dude's going to wake up with his leg cut off because Vicky's going to find out where he lives.
I mean, I love Toy Story. I think it's one of the best Pixar movies. I have grown with it. Just kidding. I have grown with every Disney movie. But like with the fourth one, I was like bawling. It was like so sad. I was like, this is the end. This is the end. I was like bawling. I
the
always
second one
cry.
was supposed to be the end.
No, the third one, Nicholas. The third one. Come on. You don't have a say because you haven't watched it.
That's true.
What the fuck? Okay, fine. Alright, so one day I'll watch the rest of the Toy Story movies, probably tonight, so I can just go to sleep. Alright, next card. If you're working on the front lines, thank you so much. If you aren't, text somebody who is and think what the fuck? No, this isn't time for good feels. We need to look at like some funny shit.
Thank
I
you, Nick.
skipped this one.
Let me thank you
No,
so
Domino's
much.
is-
Thank you for your pizza and
Domino's
being
is
on
not
the front
paying
of
me
the
enough.
line.
Thank you, Central.
Thank you. Thank you, essential
I'm
worker.
totally gonna get a denim jacket with a giant patch on the back that just says essential.
You should.
There's a there was I realized we skipped that one. There is shit. You ever see that?
Do without pizza.
Beef thin.
Fucking order tacos instead.
Beef thin.
Beef thin. No, do you ever see that one where it's like a cat? It's like a sad cat looking at its little birthday cupcake that its owner got it. And the sad cat just says essential workers, and the cupcake says an extra $0 an hour.
No, I like the
That's
one
how I
that is
feel.
essential workers and then pizza party.
And it's like, but we really need a raise to help pay for our bills. Pizza party. It's like, dude, I work at a pizza place. I eat pizza every day.
Well,
I look like Papa John. I'm all like greasy every day, and I'm always spouting like evangelical end of days shit.
No, did you see that he like gave like a ton of money?
Dude, he predicted coronavirus in that thing where he's like, just you wait, the day of reckoning is come. It's coming. He knew all this. He knew this before us.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew.
Him and the 3 doctors that were like, China's gonna fucking kill us. They're the only ones that knew. Alright, so next card. If this is the first time you've worked remotely and you hate it, take 3 sips. Natalia is just the first.
It's like I don't hate it, but I hate it.
It's got its ups and downs, I feel.
I mean, for example, for me, my job is very like one-on-one, like personal connection, and just virtually like it's not there.
And for example,
And like it's weird having like I can't have like Zoom calls with kids like one-on-one. It's creepy.
Yeah. You're okay. Well, okay. No, I get it. And I guess it is stressful. Like,
And it's like more work. It never ends. Like I wake up, I'm answering emails. I go to bed, I'm still answering emails. There's like this thing where questions are everywhere at all times.
I think I'm having like grading more, or like I haven't stopped grading. So stupid.
The amount of assignments coming in hasn't changed, but the amount I'm grading has changed.
It's just different. Like it's weird to grade.
Yeah, I think I feel more pressure to grade.
No, like what else am I doing if I haven't done? Like,
yeah, and for example, I miss my kids.
I miss my students.
I miss my students.
I met your students. What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
miss them. I miss their horrible things.
They're funny.
They're funny. They're hilarious. They're so cute when they pay attention. That's it.
Maybe it's just because I haven't gotten a school job yet. And I don't know. And I don't want to say that. Like, I don't know. Okay, granted, the when I worked with the high school students when we did that show, Bloody Shakespeare, that was great. That was cool. However, I will say most of them were seniors, so they were already kind of paying attention. They were already, and plus it was like an extracurriculated thing.
Yeah.
It was
They
something
wanted
fun.
to be there.
Yeah,
they wanted to be there.
That's easier than teaching kids that, or instructing, I guess. I don't know if it's teaching, but like working with kids that are not in a classroom environment. Like they were a little bit more into it. So I'll give them that. I mean, but yeah, if I had to do all of that over remote working, yeah, that would have fucking driven me insane.
Can you do remote work in Pizza Hut?
Domino's. The closest thing that we do is a curbside pickup now, which is kind of pointless.
Have like a call center to take orders?
No, they fired all the call center workers, so now we're taking the only people at that job that could have worked from home. They got rid of all of them. So now the people in the store, because their line of thought is that our servers no longer have to handle tables, so they can just be on the phones all day, right? Wrong. They still have to take out curbside orders. They still have to help on cut table when like on Mondays when I'm the manager and the cook and on cut table. If I'm and charge anyone that walks in. It's insane.
That's
I hate
dumb.
it. I would, honestly, the only thing they have to do to make it easier is completely eliminate walk-ins and cash payments. If it's like, hey man, you want to order? You pay card, you pay online, you pay over the phone, whatever, and we'll bring your curbside out. But no, since they leave the cash registers open.
I mean, cash is fine.
Because it still has to take. Yeah, because then like everybody that walks in that wants to pay cash is wearing a mask, but they look gross already. I'm sorry.
No, they take off their masks.
To talk to you. They don't stand behind the 6 foot line. You have any idea how many people I've had to kick out from that store because they're leaning over the counter to talk to the server who's already leaning away from them?
They just want to feel your breath, I guess.
No, they can feel my fist when I kill them. Like, my God.
People are just want to be next to each other, so they just want to feel your warmth, baby.
Will they not have spouses? Fuck them.
No, they're eating pizza, so no.
Oh, fuck. Alright, we got off topic. Let's go to the next card. Most likely to share an article from The Onion without realizing it's fake. Fuck no, I know what The Onion is.
My grandma?
Oh, fuck.
My grandma, yeah, definitely.
Shit, she's not here. Rest in peace, Candy. But...
No, but I think that's the best one. Or any parent, I think.
I think my aunts, dude, they share...
Anyone over 60.
They share articles and they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe Trump is developing nukes. Trump is developing Gundams or something.
With Clorox.
They're gonna inject Clorox into their kids, right? They're gonna just pour bleach all over their children. Alright. If you miss the homies, take 3 sips, they miss you. I work and live with all of my homies.
I miss my homies.
I don't have
What
homies.
the hell? No, because you reject them all. Now you learn your lesson.
I laugh because it's true.
I love my homies. We're going to Las Vegas when all this is done.
God. Now, speaking of Vegas, let's talk about the difference. If me and Vicki get married, let's talk about the difference between our bachelorette and bachelor parties.
That's a different episode.
That should be a whole. Yeah, fuck that. Let's talk about that later. Me and Vicki just looked at each other like idiots. But that's true. That's a good episode.
Everybody wants to know that. So let's give them to them.
Episode 6, designer wedding. Let's see. If you haven't been nominated for the push-ups challenge, Drop down and give us 10. Well, that would be me. What the fuck is Is it just do push-ups?
Yeah. 10 push-ups. Go.
100.
I'm not doing that.
10,
Why not?
go.
No, I worked
Do
out.
them.
I worked out right before the podcast.
No, you
That's
did
a
not.
lie.
That
That's
was
the
Stage
biggest
Gremlin.
lie.
Alright, let me see if we can do push-ups.
We were sweating.
Alright, 1,
No,
2,
do them.
3,
Get on the floor.
4,
Take a picture of
5,
this.
6, 7,
Get on the
8,
floor.
9. I'm just dabbing. Alright.
We want to hear those cheeks
Grunts.
clap.
What the fuck? 3, 4,
5, 6.
7,
Woo!
8,
Such a
9,
manly man right
10.
here.
Can I just point out, do you have any idea how fast you have to be doing push-ups for your cheeks to clap?
Yeah, I was like,
I think I have never
Absolute-
seen that.
If you do
before.
it fast enough, you'll just push yourself off the floor.
Do they clap when they do that?
No! Cheeks clapping are when you're twerking so fast your cheeks spread and come together and just like...
Well, it goes slower, baby.
what kind of exercise videos do you guys watch?
Just, alright,
Twerking
ladies,
1-1.
how to get the hips you want. Here's the twerk challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't know which one he
Alright.
looks at.
What the fuck? I
In
don't know.
incognito mode.
Woman does push-ups so fast her cheeks clap.
Oh, can we search that? Wait,
No, because
let
we'll
me-
probably find something.
Okay, woman.
Are you... Theory, search woman.
Do
Fuck.
not search for that guy.
Woman
Natalia's laptop, search... No, I'm just kidding.
does push-ups. Read the next card.
No, I want to see where this Google search goes.
No, but in the meantime, you can read the next one.
Alright. Most likely to need help logging into Google Hangouts or Zoom.
Nick,
Me?
Nick.
I
He
do that.
sucks.
Let's just say that Nick
It's like a grandma.
has
do I...
has a tech knowledge of an 80-year-old.
What's my username?
It's like, what is Zoom?
What is Google Hangouts?
I don't know how to call someone.
Am I
guys.
gonna hang out with Google? I don't understand.
Remember the first time?
Fucking nightmare.
Oh, this sucks. I didn't get anything good.
Alright.
I only got the youngest girl in the 5th in Braille.
Wait, what did you... Oh, gross. I remember what
The sound of one hand clapping.
No, skip it.
I don't know how it's on.
Alright, so, dare or drink. Add a family member to this call. Ah, fuck off. Let me get to that.
I mean, we already...
It's 2 a.m.
We were drinking with all of our family members when we did this game anyway, so. Categories. Very unreliable sources for COVID-19 news. Loser takes 3 sips. Fox News.
Dion.
CNN. Fake news. Because fake news. The meme, bro.
The
The
meme.
Onion. Bumble.
Facebook.
Your mom, probably.
Every,
Not yours.
no,
your
every
mother.
mom. Every
Listeners,
grandma.
your mother doesn't know fucking shit about COVID. I heard that dogs can give you COVID if they pee inside.
I think every family member over 40, no, over 50, they don't know their real sources.
I've had family members share, like in family chats, they share a video or a news thing or
Everywhere.
something. But no, where it's like a robotic voice, like a text-to-speech voice.
Mm-hmm.
Are they over 50?
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
But it's weird because they share it and it's like a voice, a text-to-speech voice reading out like, beware not to take melatonin, increases chances of COVID death. And you're like, what?
Thank you.
It's a weird robotic voice that's like,
That's why I haven't sleep.
please do not camp out near volcanoes. You will die of COVID. Like, what the fuck? Alright, so let's see. Let's do a couple more cards and we can cut this off.
That's so aggressive. Let's do
That's just how I speak. If you fucked up your sleeping schedule, take 4 sips. I might as well just finish
Mine
every
is
drink.
like destroyed.
I have been sleeping at 4 and waking up 10. Probably. Or 9.
I've been going
Which
to
is
sleep around
normal.
4,
Uh-huh.
and I wake up at 8:30. I mean,
Fuck.
7:30. Whoever listens to this, 7:30.
I go to work at 8.
I'm online since 8 a.m.
I'm gonna edit that so it's just like, oh yeah, I wake up at 7:30. Just weird robot voice. Mine is bad. Today I fell okay, I get 8 hours of sleep every night. But today
Grandma.
I'm serious. No, I woke up. I fell
Not
asleep.
sleep 8 hours. You sleep like 12.
No, I told you I fell asleep last night at 6. I could
fakes
not
it.
fall asleep and I woke up at 2. That's 8 hours. Granted, 2 is not the prime time to be waking up.
No,
but like
never.
I got a minimum of 8 hours, and that's what I need. And
like I already had breakfast, I already had lunch.
Yeah, I was about to take lunch.
Well, I saw the moon come up and go down. Like, what did you do? Like,
I saw the sun come out. It was beautiful.
I saw the sun taunt me
cried.
through the cracks in my eyeballs. I was like, the sun is gorgeous. Right.
Okay, next one. Go.
Wait, no, hang on. I want to talk about how Vicki always says, like, I get plenty of sleep. It's fine. And then she falls asleep at 2 p.m. every day anyway.
But Victoria takes micro naps. She only sleeps like 3 hours too. No, but she functions. If I slept the same hours she did, I would be dead.
I mean,
no, literally. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, like my peak was UTEP. I didn't sleep anything. It was beautiful. I was like a vampire, and I just slept like 5 hours possibly. And when I had to pull an all-nighter, it was horrible.
You would, and like you have to wake up earlier than most people. Like if your earliest class is at 8, you would still have to wake up at like 4 to get Luna to school on time, and then go to school. Like,
yeah.
and that's funny. That reminds me of our graduation night days when like all the things that they're asking, like if you had a job during college, stand up, and Vicki was like, yeah. It's like, if you were a parent, yeah. If you paid off, if you had a car that you had to pay, yeah. Like, all that shit. And then me, I just had my headphones on the whole time.
You were horrible. You were horrible.
Like, this is their chance to honor and recognize everyone. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
No, you were horrible. You broke your mom's heart.
Yes. That wasn't the first time.
We literally saw it. And I was like, you suck. I think that's one of the things that I won't forget.
Mom, I love you, but...
Forgive and forget.
The only reason I walked is because I got guilt tripped by a
Well, that's
relative.
good. That's good. That you deserve it.
I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it well.
Nah. Alright, next card.
I am gonna slap you.
I'm sure you will. But you know what? It's God's will. I read them.
No, I found a better one. Tell me your favorite sex position.
Did you save that? Did you save that for last? Because we said we shouldn't do those.
Yes.
You're like, I'm gonna get these two.
Yes, that's the last one of tonight.
All right.
Tell me, Nicola. No, tell me, Gremlin.
Next time.
Nah, she called you first. Okay, so
One of you have to say something.
All right. Mine. My
You
favorite,
better lie.
My favorite sex position
I.
is the lonely Eskimo. It's where you let your hand stay in the freezer so long it falls asleep, and then you jerk off.
What the?
Have you heard about that?
I have never heard about that.
There's another one called the Angry Pirate, which is right before you bust a nut, you kick the girl in the knee, you come in her eye, that way she just starts hopping on one leg and going, ah!
What
like
the? What is this?
Well,
This is
if Stage
horrible.
Gremlin doesn't have one of this quality, this podcast is canceled.
You better think of something because I don't know.
She
Why
just
not?
stared at the floor and her eyes got wide like,
Do you know what a strawberry shortcake is?
I feel like I do.
I
So-
don't know.
I have an idea. I'll let you know if I'm right.
Okay,
Go.
say it. Say it.
My mouth is too pure to say it on
What?
There's this page called Urban Dictionary that
I know, just say it. Yes. I'm like, what the hell? Just say it.
All right.
No.
Well,
I'm gonna leave you hanging with.
That's a good way
Yeah.
to end. All right.
strawberry shortcakes. Come
I was
or-
so tempted to just
Strawberry
say your
shortcake?
full name and be like, blah, 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 blah's favorites. Alright, so Stage Gremlin's favorite sex position is the strawberry shortcake.
Search it. It's
Good.
beautiful. We don't know what it is.
Stage Gremlin sounds like someone that would bust a strawberry shortcake.
Maybe she did it. That's why she doesn't want to say
This
it.
is getting worse.
She knows it. She knows it.
Don't worry, we'll use your fake last name.
Mendoza.
That's the one on her resume.
Yeah.
That's like the super real one. Alright, guys.
No, that's the second one. That's the
Alright,
Mexican one.
everybody, thank you so much for. Actually, no, hold on. Victoria hasn't told us her favorite sex position.
She makes these weird questions and doesn't answer.
Well, because I am the moderator, so I ask when
What
you
is this?
haven't
Reddit?
asked.
You're not a mod.
Yeah, just say it.
I mean, but you've never said anything.
I did. What the fuck are you talking? I said angry. Excuse me. I said angry pirate.
I don't know. Like you guys just said like
I'll give you one
horrible
more.
things.
I'll give you one more.
We're horrible people.
I got this one. It's called the Charizard.
Charizard.
It's when you're hitting it doggy style, and you pour hand sanitizer on her back.
What?
You light it on fire, and then you light your pubes on fire, and it looks like a Charizard. Because she's trying to get away, so she's going, ah!
What the fuck?
Gabby, Eduardo, I love you both so much. I've never done these
don't
things.
say that.
You're both super sweet to me, and I'm so sorry.
How about a black kiss?
No, isn't it? Is
A
it
black
like that?
kiss?
A black kiss?
Yeah, it's when you buy oil when it's super cheap right now. You dip your dick in it and you slap her in the face.
Or you poke her eye.
Do you guys read Urban Dictionary?
I don't. I search.
Pop
Stop.
culture, people.
Pop.
I have to search Urban Dictionary stuff
Your
because
source
I don't
for
know.
Pop culture.
Okay. Well, this is the podcast for tonight.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it though?
We will end it right here.
All right.
Well, you have to ask that.
one's basic.
Natalia didn't know.
I did not know.
Oh shit. All right.
We made her ask the bartender at Craft and Social what it was.
Oh god. I thought you were
And he was like, "What is bukkake?" and then
he's like,
and
why
then,
don't me and my friends show you? Step in the back.
No.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 4 of the Victorious Podcast.
It was pretty good.
If you had a good time, so did we. This was fun. I had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't have a good time, that's God's will.
I love you, everyone.